Schreiberg, because Schreiberg had it for 5 minutes and 55 seconds, I think.
That was close. That was a beautiful match.
All right, we're going to have Tommy Franck. And Tommy Franck going to be wrestling at 121 is 5-0 with 4 pins so far this year against Johnny Dillon, who is 5-0. And Dillon has 3 pins. Last year he had 3 pins. So he had 5-0. Bay State League All-Star, 100 pounds in 1983.
Timmy Frank's the fellow that broke his father's leg last year, and I saw him come in with his arm in the sling this year.
Yes, he put him in a chicken wing. And Herb Frank is going to have to realize that he's getting too old for this stuff. 2 points for Johnny Dillon. Johnny Dillon, captain of the Framingham North Spartan varsity wrestling team. And Tommy Franck. Franck is only a sophomore. He's going to have a tremendous career. Johnny Dillon, a senior.
It's a tremendous job for an underclassman to try to beat one of the captains. Believe me, there's a lot of pride that's involved there, as we all know from our high school days.
Johnny Dillon also won a 4-year scholarship to the University of Massachusetts last year as the junior, as outstanding junior scholar, and was awarded that at the North High Athletic Banquet last year. So not only an outstanding athlete and a captain, but not too bad in the studies.
Now that should dispel a myth. All wrestlers aren't dumb.
Dillon leading 2-0. 44 seconds remaining in the first period. Trying to get out is Franck.
You'll notice the tremendous, and I do mean tremendous, range of motion of these wrestlers. They've got tremendous flexibility, bordering on gymnastic type flexibility.
That's a very good point. I would think a gymnast would make a very good wrestler, and conversely, a wrestler would probably be a pretty good gymnast.
I'm not quite sure of that. I will go this far. I think that all wrestlers should develop the type of flexibility that a gymnast has.
Dillon got another 2 points. It's 4.
Also, I've been told by many wrestlers that it helps to know where your body is, so they do, in fact, practice gymnastics.
Johnny Dillon, a real strong first period, 4-0. Dillon leading Franck 4-0 as South leads in this match 9-3. Chris Connery beating Mark Preskin in the 100, 15-14 for 3 points, and Rob Fantini pinning Danny Hunter for 6 more to make it 9-0, and then Bill Jennings with a last-second victory over Kent Schreiberg, 7-6, and it's 9-3 in favor of the South Flyers, and 4-0 on top is Johnny Dillon.
Johnny Dillon's a hard worker. He trains hard off season, very hard.
A lot of these guys have to be very familiar to you down at Peps. I would think a good percentage of these kids are down there working out.
Johnny Dillon's one of them.
Johnny, his brother Jimmy, down there.
I'm not sure about Jimmy. I can't remember.
I think Jimmy's down there.
That's a chicken wing. Watch Kavanaugh watch that shoulder now. Now he lost it. He goes back to a crossbody ride. Worked for a cradle in there. They maintain control. That's the name of the game. That's a single chicken wing. Johnny Dillon has given us a little demonstration of chain wrestling, I've been told. That means he moves, he goes from one move to the other move very quickly. From a bar arm, for example, to a chicken wing and back. If something doesn't work, he moves to something else immediately. That's hard to fight.
Well, he's like you say, he's a hard worker.
He is a hard worker.
He never gives you 1 inch to come back on him.
He's obviously maintaining Franck, and Franck is
5-0.
excellent. 5-0
with 4 pins, and that ain't chicken liver, as we say. You know, obviously, and a sophomore at that. So Tommy has done an outstanding job for South.
Here's where the pride comes in, though. It's so tough for that underclassman to mount an offense. Oh, he's working for the reversal. No.
And he's had control, really, for the whole 2 periods. Johnny Dillon has had control of the match.
It's got to work for that fall.
We're coming to 25 seconds remaining in this, the second period. 4th match of the evening. 121-pound weight class.
That's a whizzer on defense.
10 seconds to the end of the round.
Now John has more of a control with the whizzer. Now he lets it go. Goes back to a regular crossbody ride.
So second period comes to a close. Johnny Dillon still on top, 4-0, as we didn't have any points scored in that particular round period, but John kept control the whole period.
Johnny controlled him really nice. Now we'll see if he can get out. Now he's on the bottom. So you get the good, you get both fellas starting it up, and then each one starts in the opposite position. So you get a chance to see where their capabilities lie.
Where their strengths are.
Where their strengths are, where their weaknesses lie.
All right, so now Dillon would look for a reversal, and
right, and he's got it. He's got it immediately. Excellent, excellent.
Is that technique or strength or both?
Both. Speed, a little speed in there too.
6-0, Dillon on top. Minute and 42 seconds remaining in this.
That's a double bar arm with a whizzer. No, I'm sorry, not a whizzer. Boy, he's a good legger. I didn't realize he was this good.
All right, going for the pin now.
That was a pancake right to the pinning combination, and
Those
he loses
near fall points or no?
Near fall, absolutely. Three near fall.
3 points gives him
and
a 9-0.
Tommy Franck does an excellent job to get out of that. Now he's running a single chicken wing, and he stops it. That's potentially dangerous. You can't turn that arm above a 45-degree angle. If the ref sees that, he'll stop it immediately.
All right, Dillon with a 9-0 lead right now has a major win, which would be 4 points if for North if it ended right now, and they're looking for 3 more, which would give them 12 points and a superior win, or 5 points for North, and that would really make it a close match.
There again, he stopped it, potentially dangerous.
So they've given a point to Tommy Franck.
All right, he was already called on a potentially dangerous. He went right back to it, drove it beyond the 45, and got called and taken. The other fellow got a point.
All right, 50 seconds remaining, 9-1. Johnny Dillon controlling the match.
Now that's a forced half. He's going to run it. He's going to keep running. He's going to keep running. He's got it awful tight. Now oh, Tommy did an excellent job to get out of that.
Looking for those 3 near fall points, if he could get it. 30 seconds to go.
Can you imagine, Barry, how much courage it takes for these two fellows to be there? These kids are both winners. I don't care who wins and loses.
That's right.
Mothers and fathers and girlfriends and brothers. I mean, really, I just respect these guys so much.
The amount of training it takes just to get to this point.
They're all winners.
7 seconds, and it's going to be, if it stays, it will be an 8-point victory for Dillon. Dillon wins 9-1, an 8-point victory, which is a major win, and gives North 4 points, I believe.
4 points.
And that brings it up to 9-7.